So in a striking display of the free market in action at state governments around the country, we're going to turn to North Carolina, where their state Senate is considering a bill that would effectively ban the auto manufacturer Tesla from selling cars in their state. Now, I'm not exaggerating. If it is passed in its current form, only Tesla will be outlawed in North Carolina. So just to give you an idea of how the bill functions, what they're worried about is what they consider to be unfair competition. I think that what they're really worried about is just competition, but they say unfair for their sake. So the problem that they have with Tesla specifically is that they don't operate through a network of third-party dealers, which every other auto manufacturer that I know of at least does. They just do direct sales either through their showrooms, through online, and then they sell directly to the consumers. Now, who's backing this bill in North Carolina? I love this. The North Carolina Automobile Dealers Association. You're not going to be surprised to find that out. And the sponsor of it is State Senator Tom Apodaca. Little bit of trivia about Tom Apodaca. What he's best known for, at least in this story, is taking the maximum $8,000 in donations from the North Carolina Automobile Dealers Association just last year. Maybe those are connected, maybe they're not. Let's do a little bit of research, find out. And so they would ban Tesla from engaging in any sales whatsoever, even the online sales in North Carolina. Just to give you an idea of why this is worthy of discussion, Tesla is one of the most, I guess, modern automobile dealers. They sell exclusively all-electric cars, and they're doing really well, by the way. They're repaying the government for the loans that they took out way ahead of schedule, and they're also doing well in sales. Just this last quarter, they outsold the Mercedes S-Class, the BMW 7 Series, and the Audi A8. All of those are extremely well-known, extremely respected, extremely luxurious, and well-performing cars there. Now, look, we're not being sponsored by any of them. We're also not being sponsored by Tesla, although I would love to get a cheap lease. I think that would be awesome. But we don't currently have it. So we've got this North Carolina bill. I think Steve-O has something he wants to say about that.
Well, this is a bill of attainder, forbidden by Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution, and incorporated to the states through the 14th Amendment. The point is, you can't make a law that just singles out one individual. And as we all know, corporations are people, my friend.
Obviously.
And so, for example, I can't pass a law that says John Ideroller can't, walk on the sidewalk past 9 p.m. That's a bill of attainder. So this is a bill of attainder. You can't do it. Okay, it's illegal. It's unconstitutional. Secondly, my God, don't they love the free market? Mm-hmm. This is the most, like you said, this is the most anti-free market bill ever.
To your point, by the way, about the bills of attainder, they're being a little bit clever in the crafting of this bill. They're not saying Tesla specifically. They're just saying you have to have the network of third-party dealerships. They're not the only state, by the way, that's discriminating against Tesla. Texas also has a bill that would stop them from selling, you cannot sell cars through dealerships. There are little showrooms that Tesla has. Those specifically, if you're not one of the licensed third-party dealers, you can't sell cars through the dealerships, offer test drives, or even mention the cost of the car to a customer that comes in. But they do still allow you to sell your cars online. Are they not merciful? Now, that's Texas. We're talking about North Carolina. Really briefly, one of the reasons I hate this is that I've recently gotten just enough money to buy an extremely cheap car, and there's nothing I hate more than the third-party automobile dealers. I don't understand why they're necessary. We're living in 2013. We're so far past somebody wandering onto the lot and then saying, what cars do you have? What kind of engine do they have? By the time you get to a Ford dealer today, you know more about the cars than the dealers do. I think that they've long outlived any usefulness that they have. I like that Tesla is innovating, and unfortunately, if this passes, they'll be constrained at least in one state. I have a feeling that this will be seen to be unconstitutional. At least that's my hope.